Hi guys, this is Chinua. Welcome to my channel, Kenstronics. If this is your first time, try and like our videos, try and subscribe, hit the bell icon here. Thanks. So today we'll be looking at Unifi controllers, Unifi sets of devices. Today we're going to be migrating from one site to another site. The whole point of this is this saves you tons of time. Let's say for instance you have like over 50 APs on one site and you're trying to migrate it over to another site. Imagine you're going to have to bring down each AP and resetting them and then recome. That's a whole lot of stress, but with this site migration that saves you ton of time, in that you just follow the simple steps and you're able to migrate from one site from one controller to another one. Let's say for instance, typical example, you configure a site using your own personal controller for a customer, then later the customer maybe gets their controller or maybe something they want to have control over their assets. So what do? You just do the migration and then that saves you time. Don't need to go and start pulling down any devices and all that. So yeah, so like I always say, my steps are always guaranteed to work. I'm not hiding anything from you. So today we're going to create our test site. So let's say I have two devices, by the way. I have a Unifi ACLR, I have a Unifi AC Lite here. So create a test site, add new site. Let's say, okay, so I have a cloud key gen 1 Kenstronics cloud key gen 1. Yeah, so this is our site. Yep, so I'm creating it. So by the way, I have a switch and then I have a MikroTik router as my router on the uplink side. So yeah, so that's doing the internet for me, and then I have a Cisco switch down for powering my access points and all. So what do I do now? So I need to adopt these new devices. Yeah, you can see I have the AC Lite, I have the LR, so I'm gonna adopt them. Yeah, so this other one pending adoption, I'm gonna adopt it. Yeah, so while it's still adopting and provisioning, I'm gonna show you guys something. So you could see the view. Okay, let me okay, so my other controller, let me take it to my other controller. You can see this is the other controller. This is the on my system, this is a controller running on my Windows system. Yeah, if you see the view, okay, it's all new now. Let me take it back to the default. So let me take it back to the default. Okay, so my point is, this is like the old setup. So if you take it to the old, to the new distance, so it's a new interface. Yeah, so when you enable the new interface, this is what comes in most times when you install the controller. You see it in this view, so it's quite hard sometimes to do this migration, to access some of the functionalities within the controller. It's not that easy. So but what you just do, you go to system and then you go to new interface, you disable it. Yeah, so you say deactivate. So once you deactivate it, it takes you back to the old classic view, right? So this is the classic view you have. You can easily do stuff that is more accessible. Yeah, I prefer this. Yeah, so I believe our AP should have provisioned. Yeah, so we have our two access points, and I believe they are broadcasting. Yeah, broadcasting. Yeah, so they're broadcasting. Yeah. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, everything's fine. So they're broadcasting. I haven't added the Wi-Fi name for them, but that's not the point. I can also show you that how to add the Wi-Fi name in case you don't know that. So let's go to wireless networks. Let's create one. Yeah, so just create one. Let's say name of our SSID. Let's say Kenstronics. Kenstronics, and then we use WPA personal, WPA enterprise. That requires you to have a radio server. So let me use whatever I want as my password, and then I save it. Yeah, network, I use my LAN. Just test this thing, so I save it. So yeah, that's that. So my APs should be broadcasting that SSID. So let's check. So you go over to radios from overview. Okay, WLAN, sorry, that's your wireless LAN. I'm not seeing SSID, I'm just seeing the BSSID. Okay, so let's just check from here. Yeah, I'm missing something. Yeah, so this is Kentronics. Yeah, so you can see their broadcast. Yeah, so now it's their SSID. Yeah, so Kentronics. Yeah, so channels 11. So let's not go into all the technicalities in the Wi-Fi. Yeah, so now we're going to migrate the site. So what we're going to do, go to settings, right? So go down, go to export site. So when you export site, you see download backup file. Yeah, so when you download backup file, let's call it migration. So I've been trying this since I've had some issues, but let's say migration new. Yeah, let's say Kentronics site lab. So save that. I don't need to confirm that. Yeah, I can't see that. So I go over to the new site. See, you all know how I got this classic view, right? I've explained that also. So okay, I don't come here, so I go here. So this also enables you in classic view, you can always see the import site is visible. It's quite easy. So let me name this Kentronics Windows. Is Windows, yeah, Windows. So I choose the file. The file I want is this new guy. Yeah, so I open it. So it's here. But again, you notice something. If you come to devices are disconnected. Yeah, so that means something is still missing, right? So yeah, this is the controller. Yeah, so I have to come over here, go to export sites, right? Download backup. I've already downloaded that first, so I don't need that. So I go to confirm. Again, I have to check for what's my I can put some local host, but let's not go that way. Let's do some network. Let's do IP config. So you can see IP address. That's this. My IP address 192.168.60.253. So I put that. I can also put localhost 192.168.60.253. Right? Yeah, the 60.253. Yeah, so that's it. And this is the inform URL. So I'm going to migrate these two access points. So I'm going to click migrate devices. There's migrating devices. So it may take a couple of minutes. So let's just wait for it to migrate. So let's check on the other side. So you can see it's migrate. So once we are done migrating, we click on forget devices. That's all. So if you check back here, you find out the devices are no longer there. So they've moved over to the new site. So you can see now they're in their provisioning states. The new APs, the AC light, and also they will also show the SSIDs when they're done. Yeah, but something I will tell you. So if you check for the versions of this controller, you see this is okay. So I'll just tell you the versions also apply. So the one on my system is a newer version. My cloud gen, it's an older version. So I can move from my cloud key, migrate from my cloud key to my controller on my system, which is of a newer version. But I can't migrate sites from my controller on my system to my cloud gen except if I update it. So that means you have to be like I'm saying, you can migrate from an older version to a newer version, but you can't migrate from a newer version to an older version except probably you bring it to a kind of a newer version. Yeah, you update it. Yeah, so my devices are here and they're up. So let me just check if it's broadcasting the right SSID. So you can see my WLAN, that's my wireless LAN. Yeah, Kentronics. So we're good. So let me connect to it. Let me see if I can connect to it. So see, I'll just connect to it. Yeah, I'm trying to connect to it, guys. Trying to connect to it. Oh, it's asking for password. Oh. Alright. So yeah, connected. So let's check for client. So it takes a while to come up here. Yeah, so ready. So I'm there. Yeah, so that's that on that. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, I'm always available to help and answer that. So do have a wonderful day. Thank you all for your time.